And we have the rookie ball scores for Monday, July 13th, 2026. We're nearing the end of the season in the Florida Complex League and the Arizona Complex League. And the end of July, the top 4 teams in each league, they make the one game like semifinals, I guess you want to call it. It's like the division series. 2 teams from that division will play each other. Top 2, and then you have the best of 3 road series from 2 teams from the opposite division wins the division series. And one division series, best of 3 road series. And then in like August, there's so many teams most teams in the American Summer League have 2 MLB teams that they're affiliated with, or 2 Dominican Summer League teams for 1 MLB affiliate. So like the Cubs have like 2 MLB teams, or Pirates have 2 MLB teams. Some don't though, like Twins, they don't have 2. A lot of them, but the majority of them have 2 Dominican Summer League teams. So we're here in the top of the 7th with the Cubs blue and the Pirates gold. In the top of the 7th suspended, it's 4-all. It's July 24. On the top of the 8th, it's in the top of the 6th. Tampa Bay 12-11 or Resventura. And Tampa Bay had the lead. They actually scored 3, so if it was actually only 1-1, Tampa Bay would McCaw from Resventura would have won. But no, Tampa Bay actually scored 3 enough to where Resventura has to get their chance to play in the bottom of 6. So, and that's going to be complete August 8th. And then top of the 2nd in the American Summer League on July 17th, which is Friday. The Braves and the Rays are battling out. That's another. Let's see what I mean. Tampa Bay is 1 team. The Rays are 2nd team. Usually they call it like Tampa Bay or like Rays or something. Like when they call it, like some call it like Royals, and they have a name to it, like their jersey name. Like jersey color. Or their city. Like someone might say like Tigers 1, Tigers 2, or some might say like Pirate, and then DSL Pittsburgh. Or So yeah. And then that's 7 innings. There's supposed to be 7 innings. Played on Saturday. The Dodgers and the Brewers in the Arizona Cup. I'm surprised they can still make that up. But they can. They can. Because there's only a week, like the Saturday game, and there's like a week left of the Arizona Complex regular season. Yep, but it went 9 innings. Brewers with 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, and that's it. They're in the bottom of the third. The runner on third and runner on first, 2 outs, cut 1-0. And we complete August 7th. White Sox and Cubs red. White Sox 2-0 in the bottom with 7 innings. White Sox were 2 in their top of the first. Orioles black had a score run so far. They have a runner in second and third. And it's going to be a 7-inning game. Play on July 21st. And then the Arizona Complex League, the Angels and Giants. Angels 2, Giants 1, and completed on July 18th. Bottom 2nd suspended. And that is 1 in the first, 1 in the second for the Angels, 1 in the first for the Giants. And then Red Sox blew out LED Batista, excuse me, Red Sox blue. Completion of July 2nd, LED Batista 8-4, Red Sox blue. In 8. It was actually scheduled for 9, but it went 8. Some scheduled for 9. Let's say 8, 7. Yeah, so look, we have 1 in the third for the blue. Brewers blue, 4 in the third and 1 in the fourth for the Brewers blue. That's at 5-1. 5-3, excuse me, I said 5-1. 5-3 win for Brewers blue, Astros blue. Arizona black, 3-1 Giants orange. Mets blue, 3-2 Cardinals. Marlins 11-1 Ranger blue. Red Sox blue 3-2 or Batista. This went 9. It's supposed to be for 9 because it's the final side. And it's scheduled for. It went 6.5, but it's scheduled for 9. And do it rain. We had LED Meg with 2 in the first. Then Red Sox red with 1 in the third, 5 in the fifth. And that's it. if the it said 7, since Red Sox already got top of 7th on, but since it didn't matter anyways, they were already leading after 6. Even if you throw out the 7th, they called off. And we had Reds 23-1 Padres, bro. Tigers won 2-1 Blue Jays, blue. But Phillies 16-10 Runaway Bombers. Mariners 12-11 Blue Jays run. Rays 12-4 Braves. And my Yankees win 2-1 Miami. Went 7. West Coast percent won 8. Colorado 3-2 Rockies. Tigers 2-12-9 Angels. Rangers Reds 7-0 Twins. Giants Black 6-2 Nationals. Orioles. This was scheduled for 9, but went 7.5. As the Orioles Orange wins 4-1. Or Brewers Gold. Orioles Orange 1 in the second, 1 in the fourth. Brewers Gold 1 in the fifth. And then Orioles Orange 2 in the sixth. Went scheduled for 9. Went 7.5. Orioles for 2 to win 4-2 at Western Orange. Orioles for 2 to win the second, third, fourth, and 8th innings. Astros won the third, 1 the fourth. They won the 8th inning because they already up 3-2 after 7. It was 2-0, and then Orioles for 2 scored 1 in the 8th. I mean, maybe they would call it 3-2. That's if only if Astros Orange didn't get a chance. They didn't play it yet. Either at Rose for 2 spring training site or Dominican Summer League site or Astros Orange spring training site or Dominican Summer League. I said spring training, but the Rose Fortuna Dominican Summer League site or the Astros Orange Dominican Summer League site. And we have Arizona Red 7-5 Mets Orange. Rojos 8 Center Series. There's 2 teams who are most MLB affiliated because there's actually so much talent in the Dominican Summer League. There's a lot of well-known players in MLB that are from the Dominican Republic in MLB history. And there's so, and it's like, why not take the chance, for the Dominican Summer League, and there might be some from other countries, in Central America, like Venezuela. And then they might come over and play in the Dominican Republic for the summer. They might, they'd convince them to come over and play, for a little while. And what I mean. They probably pay to fly them over and stuff like that. And they room with their roommates, like hotel, not hotels, but apartments or townhouses or stuff like that. Yeah, Florida complex, Brave League. We have the Braves 4-2 Twins, Yankees 3-2 the Phillies, Orioles 5-0 Red Sox, Red Cardinals 3-2 Martins, Blue Jays 5-4 Tigers, Astros 4-1 Nationals, Rays 14-0 Pirates, and the Arizona Complex League White Sox 4-0 Padres. In 5 innings, was scheduled for 7. But even in 5 innings, even in 7 innings, it still has to go 4.5 for it to be complete, and that went the bare minimum. The Guardians went 5-3 to the Mariners. Guardians won the first, won the second. Mariners 2 in the third. 1 in the third for the Guardians. 2 in the fourth for the Guardians, and 1 in the fifth for the Mariners. That's final. 3-2. No American Summer. In my schedule for 7-1-8, Warriors bat wins 4-3 Athletics. Padres scored 9-4 to Mendoza. The Lightning, the makeup of July 9th. It was 14-2 in the second. Padres scored to Mendoza. White Cubs Reds 7-6 to White Sox. And then the Arizona Complex League. Reds and Royals canceled due to the rain. And they're not able to make up with a week left. Like I said, 7 games left in the season. Or 8, actually 8. Because Friday, Saturday, and then they don't have the All-Star break in the Arizona and Florida and Dominican Summer Leagues. The Arizona and Florida Complex Leagues and the Dominican Summer League. They don't have the All-Star break like the other leagues do since they only play 50 games a season. So 50, 60 games a season. So kind of like college, you go college length. So NCAA college length, NAIA, NJCAA college length. Alright, so. And then FX Cubs, Rockies Diamondbacks were also canceled their rain. Even if they went 7, they didn't even. They might have started them, but they didn't finish. And that does not count, either, so. Oh, who knows.